Hello, this is Tom, aka Jedion here for Tabletop Tap Room. Wow, I am going live 2 times in one day. What is going on? Breaking news in the NuTSR Erik Tenkar libel case. Not libel, slander, libel, whatever it is. There has been something posted by the judge, and it is mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. So I just want to actually say, hey, Paul Catone, Catrone, excuse me, spill the tea. Well, let me just get some record keeping out of the way here, some housekeeping out of the way. Just say thanks for watching the video. Thanks to my subscribers. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, bell icon if you have not done that already. So the new, adding this up, and I'm not going to be able to blow it up and have it really be readable on the screen. So I'm going to have to read it to you. This is a minute entry for the proceedings held by Judge Kaio A. Matsumoto. Pre-motion conference held on 11/3/2023. The court held a pre-motion conference regarding defendant's request for terminating sanctions. The court has declined to grant such relief and advised the parties that it would not grant such relief if it were requested by motion. The court further advised defendants that the issue of Mr. Lanassa's criminal history may be more appropriately raised in Rule 11C2 correspondence, and advised the plaintiffs strongly to consider the appropriate measures to rectify any false statements. So they're saying, look, we hear you on the perjury. We advise handle it through this procedure. They advised that if the plaintiffs, that would be NuTSR and company, to rectify their perjuring statements concerning the criminal history right away. However, he goes on and states to the appropriate measures to rectify any false statements that they might discover as a result of correspondence without judicial intervention. The judge does not want to intervene on the perjury thing. So this sounds bad. Motion dismissed. We're not going to dismiss the case. And the judge is saying, I don't really want to bog down in this damn perjury thing. So it kind of sounds like it's a negative for Erik Tenkar. However, the court also inquired whether, given that the fact discovery deadline is passed and given the impending deadline to commence deposition motion practice, the defendants might consider withdrawing their motion to dismiss and including the arguments from that motion in a motion for summary judgment. The judge just suggested to Erik's team to withdraw the motion for dismissal and file a motion for summary judgment. The court has received the defendant's 52 letter stating that they declined to do so. So this is one heck of a huge mic drop right here. And it reminds me of the Paranoia RPG. I don't know if you're familiar at all with this old school game from the 80s, Paranoia, the RPG. It was predicated on a dystopian future where the computer is taking over society. The computer's worried and paranoid about pinko kami mutants. And the problem is your player character is actually a mutant. And you work for the computer. And you can actually perform summary execution upon other team members if you discover that they are a mutant, or you might already know that they're a mutant, but you might choose to execute them and then blame them for something that you did, type of thing. It's a very messed up RPG, but it actually sounds like a lot of fun. You even though your character might get executed by the other player characters, he's a clone. And so you just come back as a clone. You have like up to 5 or 6 clones to start. And so I was immediately reminded, summary judgment. They had summary judgment in the Paranoia RPG, and it somehow just seems very fitting. I think somebody's going to be paranoid. Today's Friday. I think somebody's going to be paranoid this weekend because the judge has invited Erik's team to file a motion for summary judgment. That's just the judge's basic. And I actually asked somebody concerning, why all the judge just does not want to get bogged down in a perjury proceeding. The judge wants this gone, wants it out of her hair and just gone. And a summary judgment would do that. So the judge is basically inviting Erik's side to file a motion for summary. The judge has had enough. This is the judge announcing, I've had enough. I want this gone. I want it off my docket. I want it out of here. And they just invited. I mean, I had a friend once, boss of mine actually. He was doing something wrong, but it was kind of the thing that like the police didn't really want to bring him in for that thing, him and his buddy. So they came screaming up in the cop car. They handcuffed them together, and he's like, all right, show me some ID, who are you? What, they were teenagers. And so he's handcuffed to his friend, and the cop basically just kind of want to get the information, let them go, tell them, talk sternly to them. And so he's afraid that his father's going to get called by the police and what that's going to happen to him. And so he gives his name and who he is to the cop, and his friend that he's handcuffed to tells the cop, I don't have to tell you SHIT. And the cop goes, he looked at my friend, Bob, and he said, I was going to let you go, but now I'm going to have to take you into the station, and you have your friend to thank for it. And he put them in the back seat, and he turned his back to the window. Now I knew Bob's friend because actually he worked for Bob like I did. And so he was quite the character. And Bob's telling me, he says, I beat the ever-loving crap out. We're handcuffed together, and I just beat the ever-loving crap out of him. And so I'm reminded of that story where the cop basically invited Bob to exact punishment upon Brian. And I mean, this is the judge inviting Erik's side to just ask for summary judgment. I mean, the judge is like practically begging them, just ask for summary judgment. Just ask for a judgment. I mean, this is the best ending ever that could happen in this court case is summary judgment. You can't come back from that. It's not like a dismissal without prejudice or anything. I mean, this is like mic drop on NuTSR, summary judgment. The judge is just saying, you guys have screwed around enough, and I want this gone. The judge wants it gone and has invited Erik to move for summary judgment. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And so I had to break the news here. So I don't know if anybody's got a question. There's not much news to tell, but it's just an invitation from the judge. Ask me. Just ask me for summary judgment. Just ask. I'll give it. I mean, it's crazy. I couldn't believe it when I read it. Thank you. I should give a shout out to David Floor. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I should give another shout out to Kim Winson for his excellent commentary on what it means. Definitely appreciate that, Kim Winson. These guys have been on top of this stuff from the beginning. I've actually just gotten to the point where I wait for David Floor to alert me there's a development in the case, and then I go over to Pacer and download the information. So it's these guys are great, and I look good sometimes because they've informed me of what's going on, because I'm really at that point where I also, like the judge, just want this gone. Just want it gone. But this is a great development for Erik. I'm so excited for him. And I think very soon, Erik will probably be doing a video discussing he will no longer be shackled with you cannot discuss NuTSR, you cannot discuss certain inhabitant of North Carolina. So I think Erik's about to be unshackled, and great day, great news. This is a great development. Just happy day. I'm like, what is this? Is this water? I should pour something stiffer and toast Erik, because water's piss poor to make a toast with. But so Erik, my hat's off to you. Congratulations, dude. I mean, I don't know how to interpret this any other way than the judge just asked them, file a motion for summary judgment. That's the end of the case. That's the judge saying, please just ask me. Just let me get this stupid thing out of here. Let me end this clown show. So, crazy good news in the defamation case. It's basically over. This is the judge signaling this case is over and I want it gone. So I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to belabor the point other than to say congratulations, Erik. Thanks, Paul, for coming by. And great day. My hat's off to Erik. I'm gonna pour an adult beverage and toast you, Erik, after this. So excited that this garbage is about to be resolved. So this is Tom for Tabletop Tap Room. Thanks for coming by and watching the video again. I just jumped on and did a live stream. No time to record and do post-production, trying to get it out before Erik does his live stream at 8 o'clock. And again, thank you all for watching. And yes, Paul, I imagine I'll see you in the chat room at Erik's live stream. You have a great weekend too, if I do not. And I mean, sometimes good things just happen. Sometimes good things just happen, and we've been waiting for this. This will be a sweet ending. Forget a dismissal. Summary judgment is coming.